Look who I got. She's an ex-BMEN. She's Mitali. She'll introduce herself and tell what she's doing. So she was part of BeMe family for a long time, and she graduated out of BeMe, and she's going to share with us her journey, what she went through and what she experienced in BeMe. This is the first time experience, so listen to her, guys. You want to say something? Just say hi.
Hi, I'm Mitali. I went to BeMe for 5 years. I was there when it first started, so I was 2015, 2016, I think. Yeah, we were there when they were sort of first setting it up, so making the law work, just coming up with the general system, how BeMe works, and then I was there till 10th. So 10th, I sort of did a combination of studying on my own and studying with BeMe's help. Yeah, and then after that, I went into conventional schooling after.
Yes. So there's one thing that I always ask the children, that yes, it was your parents' choice to put you in an alternate school because you were too young at that time, because you also went to Arohi. So you had no choice, you had not seen the other school. But how was your experience in BB? Did you enjoy it, or when you talk to other friends of yours who had a conventional school background, did you feel you were missing something, or you were gaining something more? What was happening in your head when you were part of BB family?
I mean, the choice to start BeMe was definitely my parents, or actually not so much BeMe. I was in another alternative school before, so there my parents decided to put me there first. But the choice to stay was definitely mine, because I think once you get into alternative schooling or this type of alternative schooling, then there was a lot of autonomy. There was constant questioning of like why I'm doing what I'm doing, my own goals, my reflections. So choice to stay was definitely mine. There are pros and cons to being in BeMe versus conventional schooling, but I think the way that I function, the way that my mind works, BeMe was definitely the place for me. So in terms of just having multiple areas of interest, being allowed to explore whatever I wanted in the directions that I wanted it to, and with sort of the time frames that I wanted to explore them in. So that was really important for me. I think with conventional schooling, you tend to have access to more opportunities often, or you can learn things in a more rigorous manner, which is required. But at a younger age, I was there from 11 to 15. I think I did not need that much rigor at that point. It was more about just being allowed to explore and question and stay curious, which I think BeMe is a much better space for.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I think Vishal uncle took a long time to explain what that system was, but you had crisp words there to describe what BB was for you. So I think I should talk to more children now. We'll let go Vishal and Prakash and Ratnesh uncle. Okay, so the next question is, now what are you doing?
Right now, I'm in college. I'm at Ashoka University. I'm doing a major in politics, philosophy, and economics.
No. So did you make that choice, or it was forced on you, or
No,
was it easy for you to make that choice?
I mean, there's a lot of. I wouldn't say it was an easy choice, but it was kind of an obvious choice after a lot of like math that I had to do, sort of to figure out exactly what I wanted, what would work sort of financially, geographically. It was definitely the right choice for me.
Okay.
But it wasn't forced upon me.
Okay. So did you explore other choices also? So I also know Mitali is an excellent dancer. She's good at ballet. She's also good at Kathak, and she's explored other contemporary dance forms also. So we were wondering that she's going to go into that field, but then she suddenly made a shift there, which all of us were okay with. Of course, there's no one can object to whatever choices child makes. But how was was it easy for you to make that choice, or you had to go through multiple ideas in your head and then figure out that okay, this is exactly what I want to do at this point of time?
I think so. It was definitely not an easy choice again. I did take a gap year after. So I did 11th and 12th, I studied on my own. That was during the pandemic, so the schooling wasn't really an option, and I had left BeMe by then. So I studied on my own, and then I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go from there. And also, dance was something that I'd wanted to explore more seriously. So I did take a gap year after, and I just sort of concentrated on ballet for a while. And then I realized that that's not really necessarily, as much as I love dancing, that's not where I wanted to build a career. So then I switched to sort of doing some other street dances for a while, just exploring, simultaneously applying for colleges. And Ashoka, I think, was just because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do, and also just in terms of campus culture, which I think is really important more than the actual course you're studying, the community that you have around you, in terms of professors, in terms of peers, all of that. Ashoka was definitely the place for me. So yeah, that's how I came to the
Okay.
decision.
So there's going to be a last question now, Mitali, I know. So your years in Arohi and BeMe, have they helped you in the current college or the institution you're part of? Do you feel that they shaped you in some way to be what you are today?
Yeah, there are, again, there's pros and cons to it. I think like some of the cons are probably that in terms of academic rigor, because I haven't had that experience before, that was definitely an adjustment. Just being in, like, I've never had to sit in a classroom, or like my first proper, like, I've never studied English or math or done any of that. I just kind of knew it intuitively. So
Okay.
yeah, just studying for the first time at the age of 19 is an adjustment. But there's a lot of other things that I think it brought me. I think I'm more connected to myself. I have a deeper understanding of how I function, what I want, rather than, especially because when you're in university, there's so much people talk about it being a bubble. You're constantly surrounded by a certain group of people, by a certain type of thinking. I have I think BeMe gave me an ability to sort of compartmentalize. So I think that's the word.
That's okay. I think you're able to put things logically in your head. Right?
Yeah, so I kind of know, I can see myself as separate from all of that. I know what I want more, I know what works for me more. Yeah, so I think having a deeper sense of self probably is very me. And also, I think it's kept me curious a lot longer. Even though there are a lot of reasons to not be curious when you go out into the real world, there's a lot of like, you have to be rational and you have to, make money and get a job, and there's a lot of like, obviously those things are important, but I think I still sort of prioritize curiosity and passion and like a love for learning a lot more than just getting the grade. So yeah.
That's wonderful. I think this is all. And this is giving me a big clue that I should be talking to children more than the founders of the BeMe or Anori. So this is giving such a clear view of how the child views this learning system. And thank you, Mitali, for your time. This was quick and the last minute announcement, but you still made it. Thank you so much.